So today we are TB testing. We are reading, sorry I'm spilling brew everywhere, reading the TB test. So what she did on, was it Monday, is she injected, shaved 2 sites on the cow's neck. She measured the skin thickness on the cow's neck and wrote it down. She injected avian tuberculin in, I don't know which way around it is, top or bottom. I think avian tuberculin may be in the top, and that's the red one, and blue tuberculin in the bottom, which is the blue one, so the red and blue. And then she'll come back today and she'll measure the skin thickness and see if there's been any reaction. I think, as far as I can tell in my limited experience of having TB tested for 10 years in a row, every 6 months, that's what happens. But funnily enough, still none the wiser to what happens if you do actually get a reactor at any point. So all our neighbours, to be perfectly honest, have had a reactor at some point. They've all near enough all been like inconclusive reactors, and then when the animal's been killed, there's no actual, so I think they take it away and culture it and then see if it actually does have TB, and nothing's actually come of it. Happy International Women's Day. I'd get in trouble if I didn't say that, but a happy International Women's Day to all of the crazy women who are dragging children up on a farm without any clear rule book or instruction manual and doing your best to spread yourself as thinly as butter on toast when it's run out. You are all amazing, and I totally feel you, and my washing pile is still huge and my house is still a mess, and yes, I put videos out relentlessly, but that is all I do, farming and make videos. Big up to all the men who are stood by those crazy women on farms, because, not being funny, he makes tea, he's making tea, and he's going and doing the shopping, not me. I am literally just floating around like a panicking fairy. But yeah, I joke, it's teamwork, isn't it? That's the point. It is a massive team effort. And yeah, I like International Women's Day just because it's a day when all of the women come out in support of each other, which I try to do all year round. I try to just support my friends and people that I know and be kind, tell them they look amazing, tell them what they're doing is amazing, share their businesses, share what they're up to. It's just how we should all take a little bit more of what people are doing today and just apply it to the rest of the year, I think, because it's a nice day for supporting your friends, isn't it? TB test says it's every bit as unexciting as you might think. It's just cows walking through the race, like nothing spectacular to watch. Out if I don't video it, trust me. Here and everything is fine so far, and then we'll go to Roy's dad's house and everything's gone well. The only thing that's gone wrong this morning is the cows had broken into the feed passage. They've learned how to lift the hook on the gate, but yeah, so far so good, everything's fine, fingers crossed. Obviously I'm going plumbing. Good plumber, mate. Squeeze to get out of there for you. Come on, lassies. You're not even funny. Come on. Go on, lass. Get in. Having a escape air. We'll have an escape air in the straw barn. Get out. You're so naughty. Oh, we have 2 escape airs. Oh, you're not even funny. Get out. Last one. totally done. Clear test. Need to pick up these head rails and take them across and hope that you can stay there. That would be amazing if you did. There I was saying, look at us, we finished the cubicles and we haven't put the neck rail on. I totally forgot about it, and it's not like it wasn't to climb over every time I got out of the front door either. Oh no guys, look, there's a shark that's dead. Do you think Nellie Gray stood on it? Oh my god, it wasn't dead! Oh, that terrified me. It wasn't dead, it jumped and tried to bite me. Well, it wasn't floating then. Oh. Bear with me on this one before you go, huh? Right. So my neighbour was clearing out and having a bonfire. And this little house was in one of their sheds. Riddled with woodworm, like it's obviously literally like falling to pieces. But it's like a carving, like a hot box. So for lambs and calves, obviously it has a roof on, which had to be taken off to get it out of the shed. And these have had to be taken off the front and the back so that it could fit out of the door. And then you'd have your roof here, and then you'd have a floppy piece of material that just goes across this door here. So the only opening would be here down, and it has a little roof on. You can have heat lamps hanging in it. And this bit here, you can put heaters in there facing upwards. And then the heat comes through those little slits. But the calf or lambs can't get near the heat source to hurt themselves. So it's just like a hot box. So obviously I'm going to treat it for woodworm and then just maybe varnish it up or do something with it. But we don't have the Aga on at all. To be perfectly honest, we haven't had the Aga on all year because of the price of electric. And ordinarily, as you may have seen if you've been here for a long time with me, lambs go in front of it, calves go in front of it, and yet now with nowhere to put anything, this was going to go on the bonfire. Hey presto, perfect solution. I'm so excited. But yeah, watch your space. Roy's not too thrilled. I'm thrilled though. I'm happy. I am happy. Yeah, obviously first thing I need to do is get the woodworm stuff out though. Well, it's solid, isn't it? I don't know what it was originally, but I have a feeling it came, obviously it's a farm, so, and it had been there before, it was from the people before they had it. But yeah, this box here, look at this. Oh, behind us. Oh. Right, what do you guys, what's, oh, actual spiders. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think it is? I know what I'm going to use it for, but what do you think it is? Oh, look, I've just missed it. What a legend. Oh, what an aviation update. It's like he knew. Oh, this is such an aviation update today. It's like this guy is trying to impress us. Shall we wave at him like absolute geeks? I think they've watched the channel, you know. Oh, we have a bit of a dilemma. A bit of a halting thing in the shade. They're the wrong size. We've sent the wrong ones. Spoke to them yesterday. I thought we might be doing something wrong when we were putting them on. I'll show you. Oh, I can show you here. There's one on. Thought I might be doing something desperately wrong, and we tried every which way to try and make them right. I think they're just standard sized. They are very much just standard sized, like crank neck rail things. It would literally sit something like this, but a little bit further over, I think. And if you look, it's all right on that one, sort of, and then it moves over, and by the end you are completely out. A genuine mistake, and Mayo was so good when I rang up. They're literally just going to send some new ones. We're not in any rush for them either, because obviously there's no cows in the building. So they're going to, I think, Dairy Expo at Carlisle next week. Is it next week? So they're just going to drop them off and pick these ones up, which is brilliant. So we've just got to take all these over there. So our sizes would be, I think it was 39 inches between that bit, and these are 44. These are specially sized. There's one there as well. Specially sized cubicles for jerseys. Mayo, the reason we went with them is they are the first company to specifically look into a cubicle made for a Jersey cow. And I don't mean just narrowed down from Holstein cubicle. I mean made for a Jersey cow. So everything about these, like the size of the concrete, the spacing of the posts, the length, the curve, everything is made specifically for a Jersey, and they're the first people to do that. So that is primarily, to be honest, why we went with them. And it's also why we've done things like go with certain feed companies, because they also did research into Channel Island cows. When starting fresh like this, and starting fresh like this as well with no knowledge, it's good to have things that are actually tailor-made to the purpose instead of just altered from something else. So yeah, these are very small. I'll put the dimensions in, I'll put them and show you. But yeah, everything is different shape, everything is different size, which is absolutely wonderful. You would not be able to come into the shed and stick a load of Holsteins in. They would not fit. So when people say things like, oh, are you going to keep Nuisance the cow? No, I couldn't keep Nuisance the cow because technically she wouldn't fit in a cubicle, very sadly. So she's gone to a friend's farm. You'd also, if you wanted to in the future, if somebody else wanted to farm something else, there's enough fall on this that you could stick a little bit extra concrete in here, and possibly, you know, those rails there, you could put another one on, and that's what you could hold your cubicles. But yeah, it is specifically made for a Jersey. I wish we'd fetched one across and tried it instead of fetching a whole pack across, because now I've got to take them all back. Sheep escaped last night, and they've gone round the beet heap and literally nibbled it all. You're so naughty, get out. So, to the day in the comments, somebody had said, you're going to have a lot of walls to build. And I kind of went, what? I didn't really understand what they were talking about. And Boy said, he thinks that they meant that we're going to block this. Obviously the walls here. We're not. As per usual, we have something squirreled away. 27 of these bad boys. With a feed rail are going to form the outside of the shed. This is the side of the shed. It's exciting, isn't it? Ta-da! So that is 10 there, and they will be used on the far side of the shed. That's why we brought them up, just because we don't want to bring any more up. They'll just be in the way. So we're going to use 20 of those down this side of the shed. Bear with me. Let me run over. I say run, let me gallop over. I'm galloping. Move out the way, I'm galloping. I'm committed now, I've got to carry on. 20 of those down the side of the shed to form a trough for the feed start system to sit in, and then seven down that side of the shed just to form a barrier, obviously, so the cows cannot step out. So on this side of the shed, we will be feeding on the floor. Shock horror to some people. And on the outside of a shed, shock horror to even more people. Feeding on the floor, we haven't formed a trough. One of two reasons, because we have always fed on the floor and we have never had an issue with it. The Keenan will just spill out. But in future days, we would like a robot pusher-upper, which would be amazing. And to get one of those in a trough wouldn't work. 7 bays, and the last one is the 8th, which is this one, which will be, it'll be like a gate in the style of a feed pen. Sorry, I'm absolutely frozen, so my fingers have gone purple, look. And they will come out of said gate, across here behind me, and there is a handling system, straight along there. So the thing with robots is you still need handling facilities. So for a dairy farmer now who's running out of a parlour, you can TB test out of the parlour, and you can also bleed, you know, do whatever, BBD checking, all the rest of it. You can do that out of a parlour. You can bolus out of a parlour. You can do all sorts. Whereas with a robotic system, it's slightly different. And unless you've got, I suppose, self-yoking barriers all down one side, you wouldn't be able to trap everybody to do it all at once. So another thing, we have just been told, breaking news, that we are going on to yearly TB testing from 6 monthly. Now, we have been on 6 monthly TB testing. I want to say 10 years. I really do want to say that long we've been 6 monthly testing. It's something that it caused a lot of anxiety at first, but then latterly we have all just got used to it. And then when there was a bit of a hotspot outbreak of TB in the wildlife and stuff, we all came to terms with it pretty fast and knew that it was a must do and not just an optional thing that we thought was useless. So we are obviously getting Jersey cows. We've mentioned this a million trillion times. My new intro obviously features a Jersey cow. I'm going for the future. I know they're not here yet and it looks a little bit previous, but you know what? Civilization and all of that. But yeah, you'll know that with, well, you won't know that. Obviously, it's something we're all going to have to learn together, and you're coming with me. Yonis in Jersey cattle is absolutely horrendous, apparently. So the only way to eradicate this is bleeding them and keeping on top of it. So it could be something that when we start, we're going to have to relentlessly test these animals for it. So obviously, handling system and the ease of getting to it is one of the main priorities for us. Gathering up the burers. And Roy's been banned from oh, look how dirty I am. Roy's been banned from burning them all as firewood because we went round last time. We had a purge of bearers and we took them all, sawed them all up in the handling system, put them in boxes ready to go into the house. And then the builders came along and said, "Where's all my bearers? What have you done with them?" Well, dealing with bearers, what follows tends to be a rather expensive build involving precast concrete. See the Eden Valley, it's looking rather Lord of the Rings-esque. Thought you might enjoy it. Hold on. Don't zoom on our fields. Oh yeah. Ignore that farm, pretend it's not there. It's very moody today, like my children. Just moved this opening drain to here. It is I can't actually do it, it needs some oil on, but yeah, it's an old one that we've had knocking about for a bit. It is going to sit in here so that the pens here can be scraped. Well, to be fair, the pens here can be scraped down there, but the pens here can be scraped into there. And also, we can fit the pipe from the tanker down, and we'll be able to, if we need to, blow out, which is absolutely brilliant, just to give it a good flush of water. We need to go down with the skateboard. A bucket. I need to clean it out first. I need to brush it all out, and then I need to get in with the mastic gun and double triple check that everything is sealed before any water goes in there whatsoever. But as soon as they start coming to install the robots, obviously there will be at some point water going through it, so I need to get on with that ASAP. And I know as well a load of stuff dropped down here, so I need to sort that. Here is actually sitting in water under this one where it's been blowing in, which is just typical, so she'll go and get wet. But never mind. Did you not crawl down here in the wet one? After he'd washed his coat, or I'd washed his coat, he had to crawl on his belly in there because something had dropped in. Right, I'm going to go and make a cup of tea because I am absolutely frozen solid. Thank you very much for watching. I know I say it every time, but I appreciate each and every single one of you. I'm that cold, I couldn't say the word appreciate. But yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Love you a long time, and I'll see you next time.